Welcome to Putt-Putt Tournaments here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We are on the Volcano course tonight. This is hole 14 of the first round. Brent whirling on the tee. This hole has a slight right to left break. There is a ridge starting about where it opens up, and if you're too far to the right at that point, the ridge will keep it out to the right. That putt is away, looks on a good line. Nice ace there for Brent. Next up will be Dennis Trimmer. So how we're going to do this year, we will do a feature hole for each round so that you may see how all the competitors play it. Hole 14 here is one of the easier holes on this course. Looks to be a little tight to the triangle. Bad break there for Dennis with a left lip out. No trouble though, be an easy tap into. All right, next up, it'll be Brian Johnson. Most of the players will go as far as they can to the right on the tee mat to try to have the best angle to line up the putt. And it looks to be a good shot. There it is. Center cup. And this will be Trent Hatfield to complete the A division. Tonight we have 4 players in A division and 9 players in the B division. There's a shot on its way. It looks a little quick. Oh, 360 around and still managed to fall. Good break there for Trent. All right, moving to the B division. This is Jake Weaver. Uh-oh, he pulled it. Yep, it broke over, caught the triangle. But he's clear with the best angle for the deuce from that side of the triangle. If you get a little farther down, there's a little bit more break to it. Still not an easy putt from there, but he handled it nicely for a good deuce. All right, this will be Paul Dove. Yeah, that's too far out. It's going to hang out there and leave himself a nice, easy tap in. Next up, Justin McBride. It looks like good speed, good line. Nice ace for Justin. Very good putt. The Volcano course is by far the hardest of the 3 courses we have here in Fort Wayne. All right, this is our new player this evening, Nate Shirk. I apologize, Nate, if I said your name incorrectly. Looks like he pushed it out a little too far. Yep, same as Paul, but a simple tap in. Next up, Kevin Keats. Oh, he pulled it. And he's a little farther over than where Jake was, so this putt is going to have a little break to the right. Oh, and he pushed it on top of the break, so it didn't even catch the lip. And this one isn't that long, but it is not an easy putt either. Yep, ran it across the lip, and now he's in a worse spot. This is the danger of the volcano course. Even one of the easiest holes on it, there are places to get in trouble. All right, he gets that one to fall for his 4. Yeah, Kevin, that's going to hurt in the score for this round. All right, continuing B division. This is Gary Shaber and Kevin Krajewski. Looks like Gary is going to hit first. Gary playing the alternate shot, late on the rail, off the face of the triangle, and into the cup. Very well executed there by Gary. And that's the fun part about seeing how everybody plays the feature hole is there are different ways that you can find the cup, and you find the putt that works best for yourself. Okay, Kevin Krajewski now. Kevin starting from the left edge of the tee mat. Pushed it out just a little too far. Just rode the ridge and fell off the wrong side. But a routine tap into. For tournaments, we do consider 2 par on each and every putt-putt golf course hole. All right, next up, Melissa Rice. Melissa and her playing partner Paul Wisden both just started last year, and they have shown quite a bit of improvement from when they first started. That's a little quick, little quick. Ooh. Okay, that's good thing that didn't bounce out when I hit the cup like that. Yep, and there's that break to the right. Same thing that got Kevin Keeps. And in putt-putt for tournaments, you're allowed to take a full scorecard space from any rail. And a nice tap in for the 3. All right, time for Paul Wisden. Paul did win the B division last week. And that looks pretty good. Nice putt there by Paul. Okay, now we're into round 2. This is Dennis Trimmer on hole 13. This hole has a tricky little left to right break for most of the hole, but then comes back right to left at the end. Dennis shot a 35 for the first round, 1 under par. And a nice up the hill deuce there. That hill and back is very abrupt and not easily dealt with when trying to putt your deuce from down there, especially if you've got an angle from outside the pipes. All right, this is Brent Whirling. Brent tied for the lead at 10 under par 26 after the first round. right, Brent playing a slightly tighter line. Did not get the right to left break at the end, and that lip put him in a horrible position. He's still going to end up being clear, but coming up that hill from that angle, it's real easy to get tricky with that shot, and you lag it going up the hill, and you come back down, and you end up behind the other side pipe from where you're at. So this one is very speed dependent here. You hit a little firm, and it goes all the way back to where the hole opens up from the narrow fairway to the wider area. That is the danger of this hole. You get close, but you catch a lip, and you can end up paying a severe penalty. Yep, firmed it just a little bit, which is the mistake you got to make on that putt. If you get cute with it and short yourself, you can bring 4 and 5 into play. This way, 3 is the worst he's going to do. Sometimes you don't want to compound a mistake with another mistake, which costs you extra strokes. All right. Next up, Brian Johnson. Brian also with a 10 under par, 26 the first round. Putts on the way. Looks to be on a good line. Takes the double break right to the center of the cup. A good putt. Now, Trent Hatfield. This hole is very temperature sensitive. Uh, in the heat of the day, it breaks a little bit more. As it cools off, it starts straightening out a little bit. Right, little quick, but right where it needed to be. A nice ace there for Trent. All right. Next up, we go to the B division and Jake Weaver. Jake in second place after the first round with a 3 under par 33. And pulled it just a little bit, hung out to the left, but if you're going to miss, that's the spot to leave it where you're almost straight up the hill. Because any angle going up that steep hill, since it's so abrupt, it makes it much harder to make the deuce if you're off to the side. All right, Paul Dove is next. Paul struggled the first round to a 3 over 39. Trying the direct route, got it to fall. Very nice putt by Paul. All right, Justin McBride. Oh, he pushed that bad. This is going to end up in a very difficult position. Basically, the mirror of where Brent was. Ooh, almost got it. Just a hair of a lag, but that's a good spot to leave it coming back for his 3. All right. Kevin Keeps. Kevin really struggled the first round with a 4 over par 40. Looks to be on a good line. Might be a little quick. Nope. Got it to rattle home. Good ace. Here's Nate Shirk, his first time. Good line. Looks like it's going to be short, though. It's one of the reasons we're doing these videos. We want to encourage new players to come out and play. Those of us that have been around for a while are more than happy to show anybody that asks how we play holes. Ooh, ouch. That hurts. Missing on the left flip and coming down the hill. Yep, just a bit short, and that's a 4. That'll hurt. All right, this is Gary Shaber. Gary sitting in third place in the B division after round one with a 200 par 34. Is it going to hang out to the right just a little bit? Yep, didn't catch the slight break back, but he'll have the straight up the hill deuce. Just got to be careful on the follow through that the shaft of the putter doesn't catch the pipe. Nicely done for Gary. All right, Kevin Krajewski. That looks to be a little far out, but it is catching the break at that speed. Ugh, just a hair short. Had it been cup speed, it would have gone in. Nice tap in for par there for Kevin. All right, time for, looks like Paul Wisdom will lead us off this group. Paul is in the lead in B division after the first round with an excellent 600 par 30. All right, shots on it way. It looks to be, oh, it did not take the left or right break and hung out to the side, but it stayed between the pipes down the hill, so one of the easier deuces that you can have down the hill. Still by no means automatic. Oh, and that he got a little cute with the speed. That's the danger of that abrupt hill, because you get afraid of blasting it by and you end up leaving it short and costing yourself a stroke. All right, this is Melissa. A little too far out to the left. Now she'll get to try the same putt that Paul just missed. Up the hill and in. Excellent deuce there for Melissa. All right, moving to the final round of the evening. We're on hole 7 here. This is Brent Whirling. He is one shot off the lead in the A division. currently sitting at 16 under par 56 for 2 rounds. All right, playing the left rail up onto the plateau. Just misses the left edge of the cup and sails on down off the plateau and into the back corner. This is one of the harder holes on the course because once you get past the cup, if you're on the left side of the hole like Brent just was, the ball tends to carry on down the hill to the back. If you manage to miss to the right side of the cup towards the wall, it doesn't run out as badly to that side and will have a decent chance of staying up top. And this putt is not easy because you've got to navigate the hill, which will throw it a little to the left, but then the, the hole will break once it gets on top of the hill to the right. Unless you play too much break out to the left, and there's a little ridge that holds it straight. And that's just what happened to Brent. It hung out on him. So this will be a bogey 3 for Brent. All right. Dennis Trimmer, currently at 10 under par 62 after 2 rounds, sitting in third place. Tight to the pipe. Looks like he's going to miss to the right, but that's perfect speed. Had enough to get to the cup, but not enough to go down the hill. Nice tap in par on that hole. 2 is a good score on that hole anytime. All right, this will be our two round leader, Brian Johnson, currently sitting at 17 under par 55. All right, plays the short left bank up, looks on a good line, just short. That's got to be a little frustrating to catch that line properly, but not have enough to get to the cup. But a tap into is never a bad thing on that hole. A couple different shots on the hole. You play left side of the tee mat and hit it early on the rail, or you can play right edge of the tee mat and hit it much later. There are pros and cons to both lines. It's personal preference, whatever works best. What you're more comfortable with is very important on this hole. Let's see what Trent can do with it. Same as Dennis. Tight to the pipe, past the cup, but staying up top. All right, and Trent finishes out the A division for the evening. Brian Johnson does end up winning the tournament with a total score of 86, 22 under par for the night. Brent Worley finishes second, 21 under par, 87. All right, moving to the B division. We'll start with our 2 round leader, Paul Wisden. He is at 11 under par, 61. Here's the shot. And, oh, he thought he had it. Excellent speed, though. Cup speed just sliding by on the right side. You can tell how hard the hole is because people take a little extra time to make sure they're hitting it as well as they can. This is Melissa Rice. She's trying the later bank. And all right, this is fairly straight up the hill. Main thing is here, don't lip it and have enough speed to go back down the other side of the plateau. Nice two there for Melissa. All right, continuing B division, this is Kevin Keeps. Kevin playing the early bank. Way too much speed there as he missed on the right side and had enough to go down the hill anyway. Out of this corner, it's a tough putt because the hill will throw it to his right, and then the break will also take it a little bit more that way. Nicely done for Kevin. Excellent putt to make a deuce from that corner. And his playing partner, Nate. Almost a carbon copy of Kevin's putt. Going for the deuce. There's a lip, but it did stay up top. That's the main thing there. Keep the damage down to a 3 on this hole if at all possible. Good tap in. There is no safe spot on the volcano course. It's one of the reasons the scores are always higher. Because the minute you relax on any hole out here, it can jump up and bite you for a bogey or worse. All right, Kevin Krajewski now. Just a little short, but good speed to leave it up top. Any deuce putt from on top of the plateau is a good. Nice tap in. All right, next up will be Gary Shaber. Gary is in third place in the B division at 3 under par 69. Very tight between second, third, and fourth in the B division. See, it looks to be on a pretty good line. Pretty good line. Just ran out of speed and tailed off, but a nice tap in deuce.